It's good being back in routine and being able to go out there and get a win. Play with the guys, get a win.
What are your big picture takeaways from the game?
Uh, a big picture. I got to watch the film, be able to look at some things, take some notes of things, and have some conversations. But ultimately, playoff football is about winning.
You guys got off to a
First,
hot,
first wild card win since for a minute now. So that's big.
you guys got off to a hot start, and then it seemed like maybe there was like a little bit of a lull there. Was it something they were doing, or was it execution?
It was execution. It was rhythm. We gotta find our rhythm early in the game, and I think first and foremost our defense um, played their tails off, and created turnovers, and I think ultimately, when you have those opportunities, you got to take advantage of them. And that starts with me.
Do you think that lack of rhythm or struggling at that point was due to just not playing for 3 weeks?
No, no,
What do you attribute it to?
I have to watch the film.
Touchdown pass to Dotson, you had a lot of time to throw the pass. He said it was a clear out route. He wasn't supposed to be in the picture. At what point did you see him kind of flash in the back of the end zone?
Yeah, that was kind of a scramble from within the pocket. That's what it kind of turned into. And that's a great job by him, staying alive, and working the back of the end zone.
Nick said that you checked to the touchdown pass to Dallas. What made you make that change?
Just the look we were getting from the defense that got us a couple times, and that was an adjustment that we made.
Find Devontae wide open a couple of plays before that kind of ended y'all's run. What were the adjustments to get to that spot?
It's it's how you play, the mentality you play with, the approach, and ultimately you want to maintain aggression and those things. I had the opportunity. AJ missed him by a bit, and ultimately you just kind of want to impose your will and style of play. And I think we know we're capable of doing a number of different things, but we just have to find our rhythm and go out there, ultimately execute.
Does it matter how you win this time of year?
You know that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's all about winning. And that's the only thing. We've got to the point we are, so it's about finding ways to win.
Considering everything that's
in a game like this, the team in playoff games almost always the team that wins is the one that wins 12 and a half.
Yeah, I think that's it's an important aspect of playoff ball, being able to be explosive, but also maintain the ball and win the turnover battle. And I think our defense played lights out with that. Zach Ball flying around. I owe Quinion something for his first pick. So just when you got a defense playing like that, that always helps. And ultimately, the goal is to create explosive plays and not turn it over. And so we just gonna continue to progress in all of that.
You mentioned the first wild card win in a little bit. Considering everything that's happened over the
First
past,
for me ever. So
considering everything that's happened over the past year, what does this win mean to you? What does it mean to advance and get another home game?
I think just to have another opportunity. I think it's been an odd year in the sense of how choppy it's been, and obviously me kind of being on leave the last couple of weeks or so, and so being back and just getting into that rhythm and leaving it all out there right now. That's what it's about.
You mentioned the defense. How tough is it to see someone like N'Kobe go out with that injury?
Yeah, you hate that. Just I think you asked me a question about what I saw. No, someone asked me a question about what I've learned being away. Yeah, I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I learned was just the band, and how the bond, that those Georgia guys have and how they play, and I think that's had a great influence on our defense, because there's always a confidence, there's always an intensity there, and swagger about themselves, and I think that feeds throughout the whole defense. And I think it's very similar to all the guys that come from Alabama and the SEC and that have seen each other and played alongside one another or watched, guys play in that conference or in college. But I think he's a pivotal piece to our defense, and he'll be missed. I'm, praying for a speedy recovery.
It didn't seem like there was any apprehension with you running with the ball coming off the concussion. Is that something that you felt like the need to communicate to the coaches, especially some of them were designed runs?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Jalen, how have you seen Jahan grow in this offense over the course of the season?
Yeah, I think Jahan's just kind of played his role. Coach gives very specific roles to what guys are expected to do, and he's just kind of been there. And when his number's called, when his opportunity's there, he makes a play. And so he's been doing great.
You said rhythm wasn't what you wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that grows naturally by being on the practice field? Perhaps having a normal practice week coming up.
No, I don't attest it to practice. That's just attested to overall approach and finding a rhythm.
Let's take two more.
What were they doing? I mean, obviously it was tough for Saquon as well to find some holes. He did here and there and everything. What did you notice about what they were doing to try to stop him?
I think they came and kind of did what they did. Had more weight on the field at the linebacker position and more base personnel throughout the game. It seemed, but every team is going to try and do that. I think the biggest takeaway for me is just taking advantage of those opportunities when the defense gives us the ball back. And taking advantage of those opportunities. This is the time where that is most important, and so that'll be something that we hone in on. We all hone in on and try and take advantage of the next opportunity we have on the field.
Jalen, AJ was reading on the sideline. I think you said the book was Inner Excellence. Have you seen AJ read on the sideline during the games, and what goes through your mind when you see that? How do you think
I've never seen him read. I've seen the book in his hands. Everybody has a different thing and finds their flow in different ways. So that's how he chooses to do it.
What do you
Quinyon?
Yeah, what do you own?
I want him a shout out on Instagram.
Thanks, Dylan.